Hi, Riley. Thank you for coming in today. What brings you here today?
Um, Here lately, I've just kind of been having a lot of thoughts in my head, not being able to control them, worrying about just a lot of things. I can't stop worrying.
Mm. So it looks like you have a lot of things in your mind that you are so concerned about that makes you worry, and it started currently. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, my wife recently left me, um, and my mother passed away as well. And so these things are just kind of hard to not think about, and it's kind of affecting my mood more than I would like.
Mm. I'm sorry to hear that,
Thank
your
you.
wife left you and your mother um, passed away, and that's two tragic events happening to just one year, at the same time. And I'm sorry, that happened. If I were in your position, I think I would feel the same way you're feeling. But I'm glad you make a decision to come here to see counseling so we can together work on it and see how we can be able to help you with those thoughts. But I have to ask you some questions so I can get clarity and know what kind of um, help or directions we can give you and see how we can proceed. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
All right. So what kind of things brings you that worry? The things that brings you worry. Can you explain
Just
how it happened?
when it concerns the future, I just kind of get worried about not being able to control it or not knowing what will happen. Just those unforeseen moments.
So kind of like the fear of unknown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what kind of things, like how does that fear of unknown kind of affect you?
I haven't ate efficient meals within the last few days. It just makes me kind of lazy, drowsy, not motivated to do much.
I see. So the fear of unknown that you have, which is, cause you excess worry, made you to lose some appetite, and also you feel tired and unmotivated and not really having the motivation to get things done. And thank you for sharing those with me, because I know that those can be deep things in your mind, and you were able to share that with me, and I appreciate that. And I'm gonna go ahead and do some assessment here and ask you some questions. So it's gonna be like from 0 to 3, and 0 means not at all. Several days mean 1 is several days, and 2 is over half the day, and 3 is nearly every day, and that is like over the past 3 weeks. Like what you're experiencing. Is it like every day, nearly every day, or maybe over the half of the day, or maybe several days, or maybe not at all? So I will ask you that question. Okay. Feeling anxious or nervous or being on the edge, how often does that happen?
Probably a 2.
Nearly every day, or several days, or half of the day? Nearly every day. Okay. Not being able to stop or control the worry?
3.
Okay. Worrying too much about different things?
3.
Trouble relaxing?
2.
Being so restless that it's so hard to stay still?
2.
Becoming easily annoyed or irritable?
3.
Feeling afraid as if someone awful might as if something awful might happen?
3.
Okay. So on these, you rated out of these 7 things, you have 3 on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you have 2 on, which means like nearly every day you experience this in the last 30 days, and almost like a half of the day you experience this, which means it's like every day you have these thoughts and you have this concern and worry. You're not able to kind of relaxing. You worry about the uncertainty of, you know, what is next, the future. And so we're gonna be using this. It's called a Karma Life program. So we have a part of it that is called a Karma Life self skill worksheet. So in that worksheet, it has like some learning skills that you can learn on your own to help you to manage the stress, the worries, and the anxious feeling that comes when you have those thoughts. So does that seem like something that you want to try? Okay. Yeah. So I have to explain to you a little about this Karma Life self-help. It's really great. It has like 10 different modules on it. Module 1 is becoming aware of your worry. It will help you to become aware of your worry and your thoughts. Module 2 is learn how to relax, and module 3 is use the calming thoughts to manage, you know, worry or stress. Module 4 is changing your behavior to manage depression. Module 5 is changing your behavior to manage worry or stress. Module 6 is problem solving. Module 7 is progressive muscle realization. And module 8 is thought stopping. And module 9 is changing your thought to manage stress and worry. And module 5 is maintaining a calmer life. So in each of these modules, at the end of each one is described, you know, give you a short description of what each of it is all about. And at the end of it all, it gives you like a worksheet that will guide you on how to do that. And by the time you're able, you know, from number 1 module, it kind of makes you aware of what it is. But when you get to number 10, that's kind of like the highest level, which will make you to maintain a calmer life. Then all the anxiety and worry and fear of unknown and uncertainty will kind of help you to be able to be calmer, and you'll be able to maintain it. Does this seems like, you know, something that you can use? Yeah,
I would like to. Anything to help would be nice.
Okay, yeah. And I do want to let you know, you know, just like, you know, I know, do you know how to ride a bicycle? Yes. Yeah. You know, when you started the first time you ever stepped on that bike to ride a bike, it was not easy. You know, you started it first, you were like a little fearful, and then you didn't stop that first day, right? You continued, so you keep, you know, riding that bike, and now you mastered how to ride a bike. You can ride a bike. So it's similar to this worksheet. So it's something that you don't do one day and stop. It's something that you continue to repeat to practice it. By the time you practice it, you will get used to it, and then it will become effective for you the more you practice it, and then you get used to it, you know it, and it become, you know, it will help you to maintain. Because if there's anything we want for you, want you to maintain a calmer life. So this will help you, and also you learn, you know, as you're doing it, you learn those skills that can help you to become comfortable and be able to, you know, become comfortable with each other and be able to practice them to help you to maintain a calmer life in the future. Does that sounds like, you know, something you want to still consider to do?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the manual here, and I'm gonna give it to you, and I'll follow up with you in a few weeks time, and I'll schedule an appointment to call you and find out, you know, how you're doing and how it's working with you, and if you have any question, you're free to ask. But once again, I want to give you this and say thank you so much for coming today, and I hope your visit today was helpful.
Thank you. Thank you so much.